Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Everyday Work Talk. I am Sarah.
And I'm Ryan. We are happy you are here.
This podcast is for people who want to improve their English for work or business and feel more confident in everyday conversations.
Yes, here we practice real English for real work situations, and we keep the language clear and easy to understand. No long grammar lessons, just natural conversations you can use in any job.
Exactly. And today we have a very precise and organized topic. We are going to role-play a mock job interview for the position of an accountant.
An accountant? Oh boy, that sounds serious. I have a terrible relationship with numbers.
Really? But you are good at counting our listeners.
That is easy math. I am talking about money math. Last week, I went to dinner with 3 friends. When the bill came, I tried to divide it by 4. I sat there for 10 minutes looking at the receipt.
Oh no. Did you figure it out?
Eventually, but I think I accidentally gave the waiter a 50% tip.
Well, the waiter was probably very happy, even if your wallet was not.
True. That is why I am not an accountant. I prefer words. But for our listeners who love numbers and details, this is the perfect episode.
I agree. Accounting is a great career, and you need specific language to sound professional. You need to show that you are careful and honest.
So let's get into character. Sarah, you are the financial director at a big company.
Yes, I am looking for someone responsible to manage our money.
And I am the candidate. I love math, I love spreadsheets, and I never make mistakes with tips.
Perfect. Before we start, listen carefully to the dialogue. We put 4 advanced phrases in the conversation. These are B2 level phrases. They will help you sound more fluent.
All right, let's go to the interview.
Good morning, Ryan. Thank you for coming in today. Please have a seat.
Good morning, Sarah. Thank you for inviting me. It is a pleasure to meet you.
I have your resume here. I see you have worked in finance for 4 years. Can you tell me why you enjoy being an accountant?
Certainly. I know some people find math boring, but I really enjoy it. I like to organize information. I feel very satisfied when I sit down at my computer and crunch the numbers. It is like solving a puzzle for me.
That is good to hear. We have a lot of data to process here. But in this job, accuracy is the most important thing. We cannot lose money because of a small mistake. How do you ensure your work is correct?
I am very careful. I take my time. I check my work 2 or 3 times before I finish a report. Also, I always keep an eye on the small details. If I see a number that looks strange, I investigate it immediately. I do not ignore it.
Excellent. We need that kind of attention. Now, let's talk about rules. In finance, there are many laws and regulations. Sometimes people want to take shortcuts to save money. How do you handle that?
I am very strict about that. I believe honesty is the best policy for an accountant. I follow the company policy and the tax laws completely. I do everything by the book. If I see a problem, I will tell you, but I will not break the rules.
I respect that. We value integrity here. Finally, Ryan, tell me about your goals. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I want to grow with this company. I am not just looking for a job for a few months. I want to understand your business deeply and help improve the company's bottom line. I want to be a key part of your financial team for many years.
That is a great answer. We are looking for someone who wants to stay with us. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you, Sarah.
Wow, cut. That was intense. I felt like I was back in school taking a math test. My hands are actually sweating a little bit.
You did a great job, Ryan. You sounded very serious and responsible. But honestly, if you manage my money, I might be poor in 1 week.
That is fair. I will stick to talking and let the professionals handle the money. But the vocabulary we used was excellent. Those 4 phrases are perfect for anyone who works with data or rules.
I agree. Let's look at them closely so our listeners can understand exactly how to use them. The first phrase you used was crunch the numbers.
Yes. I said, I feel satisfied when I sit down and crunch the numbers. This is a funny phrase. Imagine you were eating a hard cookie or a carrot. It makes a loud noise, right? Crunch, crunch.
That is a great image. In business, crunch the numbers means to do a lot of mathematical calculations. It means you process numerical data to find an answer. You are chewing on the math.
Exactly. You use this when you are analyzing a budget, a report, or taxes. It implies hard work with figures.
Here is a new example. Imagine you want to buy a new house. You have to check your salary and your savings. You could say, I need to sit down and crunch the numbers to see if I can afford this house.
That is a perfect example. Okay, let's look at the second phrase. I said, I always keep an eye on the small details.
Keep an eye on. This is very common. It means to watch something carefully or to monitor a situation. You are not just looking once, you are checking it over a period of time.
Right. You want to see if something changes or if there is a problem. You can keep an eye on a person, a project, or a machine.
For example, if you are a manager, you might tell your team, please keep an eye on your email inbox today because an important message is coming.
Simple and useful. Now, the third phrase. This one is very important for accountants. I said, I do everything by the book.
By the book. This means to follow the rules, the laws, or the policies exactly. You do not cheat, you do not change the procedure. You follow the book or the manual.
You use this when safety or law is involved. It shows you are reliable and you respect authority.
Yes. Imagine a pilot flying an airplane. You want him to follow every safety rule. You could say, he is a very safe pilot. He does everything by the book.
I definitely want my pilot to do that. And finally, the last phrase. I said, I want to help improve the company's bottom line.
Bottom line. In a financial report, this is literally the last line on the paper. It shows the total profit or loss. So in business, the bottom line means the net profit.
It is the most important number. If the bottom line is positive, the company is making money. If it is negative, the company is losing money.
But we also use it in general conversation to mean the final result or the most important point.
True. Here is a business example. A store manager might say, we need to sell more shoes because our bottom line was very low last month.
Exactly. It is all about the final result. So let's review all 4 phrases one last time.
First, crunch the numbers. This means to perform mathematical calculations.
Second, keep an eye on. This means to monitor or watch something carefully.
Third, by the book. This means to follow the rules or laws strictly.
And fourth, bottom line. This means the total profit or the final result.
If you can use these in your next meeting, you will sound like a true professional.
So Ryan, now that you know the vocabulary, are you ready to apply for a real job as an accountant?
Absolutely not. I prefer to keep an eye on the script, not the spreadsheets. I think I will stay here with you.
I think that is a good decision. Your bottom line is much better when you are podcasting.
I agree. Well, we hope this role play helps you feel more prepared for your next interview. Remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be clear and honest.
Yes, and practice makes progress. If you found this episode helpful, please give us a like. It really helps our channel grow so we can make more lessons for you.
And please subscribe if you haven't already. We release a new video every single day to help you with your English career.
Tomorrow, we are going to talk about a very common work situation. We will show you how to solve a disagreement with a coworker in the office. It is a very useful skill.
You do not want to miss that. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Have a wonderful day and see you tomorrow.
Bye.